How are you guys?
Good,
Yeah,
thank
good,
you.
thank you. How are you?
Good. So, well, first question, I want you to explain me how did you guys get the role?
Ooh, how do we get the role?
You're the person to get cast, so you
yeah,
should
I live in London, so I tape my auditions, and I think my secret ingredient to getting this role was the fact that when I taped, I actually tape with my own voice, and I leave gaps for this in the scene. And I played all the Power Rangers. I did
One
all
woman
of them.
show.
One woman show. I did an American, like I did a
Jason voice?
yeah, I did a Jason. I was like, if it was a guy, I was like really low, like hey, and like for another girl, I was like really high, like to try and define the voices. So I think they were like this. I mean, she can do all of them. So they were just like, we need, you
We'll
know,
just
she
cast
can
Naomi
choose.
Scott
I chose
for
all of
them.
it. Just
That's
you don't need
awesome.
anyone else.
A cool random little fact too. She had first auditioned for the Yellow Ranger.
I did.
Yeah, and then Dean was like, "How about you for Kimberly too?" I was on tour, and my agent sent me an email. She's like, "Hey, I need you to do the self tape, and I'm gonna send you the sides." Sides didn't say anything about Trini or Power Rangers, nothing. So I was like, okay. And finally, I got to it. I sent it over, and she calls me, and she's like, "Yo," she's like, "They love you," and I was like, "Who?" She's like, "Lionsgate, the people of Power Rangers." Like, Power Rangers? They're making a movie about Power Rangers. Like, yeah, they want to meet you. The self tape, and I was like, I sent in that self tape for the Power Rangers. Are you serious? And I freaked out, and I made it to the final casting, and that's when I met Dean Israelite, the director, and he was like telling me his vision from top to bottom, and telling me about this character named Trini, and I was like, Trini, I'm gonna be the Yellow Power Ranger. That's crazy.
That's cool. If you guys could have a superpower that you could choose from, what would you choose and why?
I mean, flying, because I'd get to fly.
That's a good one. I feel like I would love to be able to read minds. Yeah. Just because I'm a people's person, and I like talking and getting to know people, but I also I always wonder, what is this person really thinking right now?
No, I hear you. Yeah.
See, it's funny because she says that, and I don't want to know. And like, if you're thinking, I don't want to, you keep that to yourself, you know?
Well, I mean, I just knowing people's,
No,
the
but
worst
I
for me is, when
understand
I'm
why.
trying to be there for someone, and they're like, no, I'm fine, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I want to be there for you. What is going on?
Yeah, no.
Then they wouldn't trust you. They're like, stop reading my mind, but then they wouldn't know that you could do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but then you go crazy because then you think they're gonna tell you something, and they're really thinking something
and they
else,
lie,
and then that would be horrifying.
and then end
No,
of
it's
friendship.
horrifying, but you know what? No need for people who lie. I'd rather the honest truth.
Amen.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. There's a scene at the beginning of the film about bullying in the class, and I wanted to know if you guys have experienced any kind of bullying, or what you think about it, if you have defended somebody in school or.
I did go through some bully experiences really early in school. I was later elementary school, 5th grade, 6th grade, and it was tough because I was a little different. I mean, I was nice. I was acquaintances with everyone, sort of, I thought, but I didn't really necessarily have a group of friends. And then you start getting older, and I knew exactly who I was and what I wanted to do with my life at a very young age. And at that age, a lot of people were figuring it out. And so I wouldn't say it was necessarily jealousy, but it was a lack of understanding.
Of where you're
and
at.
so people would always take that out on me and be like, well, you think you're cool, but
Yeah,
you can be on
yeah,
TV. And I was like, little do you know, I'm living in my grandparents' converted garage because me and my family are broke and we have no money, and we're trying to make the best of the situation. I'm working so I can help my family, and me being a singer and an actress and doing that is just as cool as you being a cheerleader, or you playing soccer, or you being on the baseball team. This is my sport, you know? So I dealt with a lot of I don't feel like I belong feelings. Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I kind of get that as well. When I was friends with everyone, but sometimes
when it came time
it
to
sounds
eat lunch.
so sad, but if my one friend wasn't there, my friend, then I was like, oh no, so I would walk around and be pretend to be going somewhere at lunch, but I'd just have nowhere to go. Also, I would
with purpose.
I just walk with purpose. But I loved my school, and I had great friends. In general, I had a really, really great experience. But sometimes, because I was just always doing music or doing drama, and I had a lot of stuff going on outside of school, I do think sometimes that makes it harder to connect, because I wouldn't hang out on the weekends with those
Yeah.
groups, or I wasn't in a clique
Yeah. To finish up, I think you worked with Antonio Banderas recently.
Yes,
I wanted to briefly tell me how was the experience working with him.
He's amazing. He's exactly what you think. Like, he's just so much fun. And you know, we had a blast shooting. So he's really cool.
Cool. Awesome. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.